Am I gonna get to take your headshot?
I think you are.
Oh.
I mean, I trust you just as much as I trust the tripod.
So we're about to go do an interview with Chancellor Humphrey. He has a massive Instagram account and runs creative drinks meetups. So this is actually, I don't think, the only second time I've ever had someone follow me along with a camera for an interview, but I've done 280 of these, so I feel pretty confident, and you're gonna get to see what the setup is for an interview like this. What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Nice to meet you.
Good. Thanks for switching up time.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
This is Hannah.
Hi.
Chance. Nice to meet you.
We met briefly in Starbucks, like maybe a year or so ago.
Okay.
Yeah, really quick though.
Good. Well, good to see you again.
Yes.
Yeah, come right up.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wish the aesthetic was all my girlfriend. Let's not get it twisted. So how long you been doing the podcast?
So yours is going to be episode 289.
Oh shit!
So I've been around. I'm a vet. I was prepping, and I've seen some of the other interviews that you've been on and done. And I'm a little cocky, so I think it's going to be the best interview you've ever had ever been a part of. Hopefully.
Good.
And you're from Aliquippa originally?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, born and raised Aliquippa. Yeah, I've been in Pittsburgh for about 5 years now.
Cool.
Yeah, almost 5.
So Hannah's from the South Hills. I'm from the North Hills.
Okay.
So we're all Pittsburgh all the way through.
Yeah, we out here.
Yeah.
I bet it's safe to say this is the first interview you're going to have on a fuzzy pink couch.
Yeah, this is the maiden voyage for the pink couch. We go for a very specific aesthetic. Hear a little bit of feedback there?
No, it sounds good. I can hear me and you. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so, I have my standard little spiel, aiming for like 30 to 45 minutes. We're just gonna hopefully get into a flow with the conversation. You can swear, you can, I edit it in post, so if you hit a brain fart or you go and, actually I shouldn't be disclosing that yet because, we can't make that announcement yet. Happy to go back and cut it out. There's no sort of like gotcha interview or anything.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Someone like you who is kind of occupying a really interesting career arc, but really more or less blazed your own trail, is a story that resonates with anyone, even if they're not necessarily identifying as photographer or creative or event organizer. There's still lessons that are valuable there.
Sure.
And so that's what I'm really excited to kind of explore with you. And it'll be most of the conversation. And then the end, last two questions are always the same.
Okay.
Where can people connect with you in the digital world? So plug whatever you want to plug there.
Okay.
And then the very last question is issue a challenge to the audience. And the idea there is a lot of people get into a habit of just consuming media and never going and taking action. So
sure.
At the end of our time, that last touch point is go do XYZ, and they can go then,
Oh, I got you. I'm glad that's the last question. I got you covered.
Cool. So yeah, we'll just start recording, get into it. Chance, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I'm honored. This is awesome that we can do it in the comfort of my own crib.
Yeah.
There's potentially apparel, there's potentially events, there's all these different directions in which you can go. And I'm curious if there's maybe particular avenues that you're going down now that particularly excite you that you hadn't necessarily been able to access even a year ago.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Damn, I wish I can't talk about everything because it's not. But yes, it's definitely opened up some doors that that I wouldn't be able to open. So some things are definitely in the works that have come from this social media page, which is insane.
There's the other standard trope of this hip new club or something,
right.
And then it kind of is hot, and then it's not so hot, and you never really get it back.
Yeah.
And it's every once in a while. The Creatives Drink event is happening. Now it's an event I'm excited about. I'm looking forward to it. How does that play into the kind of groundswell that you guys have put together?
Yeah, that plays a big part. Just like those that correlate those 3 months of going away and then just bringing something new and bigger every time. And the biggest part of that is just the marketing behind it. Just the time we take just to all right, we got to get in the space, we got to get photos, they got to see us, they got to see what we're bringing. You know, that takes scheduling, it takes a lot of time linking up with the photographer. And if that's one thing, like, I hate to sound like an old man or something right now, but like, if that's one thing that I wish a lot more people would do, because I feel like they would have a lot more success if they just took the time and the marketing and like just the promo beforehand. And I feel like that's like half the battle.
What are some of the things that you're doing now that you didn't do, say, for like this Creative Drinks of the Week?
I would say just working with bigger brands, just like you know having the confidence and now we can present numbers and like this is what we did, so just having that confidence to work with different to work with different bigger brands.
That's something for me as well. When I started the show, I was interviewing like just my friends, people who would let me kind of figure it out. And once I had an actual track record of putting together episodes, you talk about it's just more confidence in your own mind game to even go ask that person to be on the show more than anything else.
It's a trip, man. Like once you like, and that's the thing. It's just like I see a lot of things pop up and go away. Like if you stick with it, like you'll be in that position where it's like people just want to see consistency. Like if they see this as if you're serious, they'll recognize that, and they're like, "Oh, okay, he's still doing a podcast. He's still shooting photography." Like they'll get invested, man. And like if you just keep at it, and it's good. Like don't get me wrong, it has to be good.
So I did my first big event in January, and I would say that I was on like an endorphin high for 4 to 5 days after, because that was like my first big event, right? Yeah. Does that subside? Like, coach me. Like, am I still gonna get that on like the 10th?
Every time. You'll get it every time. Man. It's nothing like pulling shit off. Like, it's nothing like pulling an event off that it's a lot of stress and you never know what can go wrong and all that kind of stuff. But then once you see like the pictures from the event and everyone just kind of still talking about it, it's like heaven. It's nothing like it. Yeah, it's a high every time. Yeah.
Well, Chance, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your time with us.
Yeah, this was fun. I had a good time. Yeah.
We just went deep with Chance Humphrey. Hope everyone out there has a fantastic day. Boom.
That was great.
Great.
Oh, man.
Great work.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're a great interviewer, man. I was like, man, he's got it down pat. He knows the details.
Yeah, I would love to find any way that we can potentially collaborate in the future. One of the things that we're working on is an event in April where we're trying to bring together some of the big Instagram accounts and have them over right at Alloy and just kind of talk about what you've learned to people who are in that mode of like just getting started.
Yeah, hell yeah.
If that's something that you'd be interested in doing, we're gonna film it and create a bunch of content around it. But
yeah, I would love to, man.
Talking about like, so I think about brand and reputation being near synonymous. And it's one of those things that even if you're, like if you think about like your reputation, what you've shown through the diligence with the account and these other things is that you're someone who gets shit done. You're someone who can execute on something consistently. And like that is the meta skill that you can then apply to all these other things, right? And like it's the same thing with the marketing. Like that's just what people want to see. If you can do like 3 of the 5 boxes, we can teach you the other 2, right?
Yeah, facts, man. Facts, dude. Yeah. What's your goal? Like what as far as the brand here?
So I mean, like in the same way that you're talking worldwide, we want to go worldwide as well. So what we're doing, and so there's a podcast called Startup. Okay. And what this guy did was he started a company called Gimlet. And the first podcast that they...
I've heard of Gimlet. Yeah. That's pretty popular, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So he left NPR. He was like, podcasts are going to be way bigger than they already are. And this was like 3 years ago-ish. And he basically said, I am one of the best in the world at creating audio. And we're going to create a podcast about starting this company. So like literally he's soliciting his first investor, holding a mic, and the investor just rips him and he like starts crying because he just loses it, but he shared that.
Get out.
So people, it just resonated with people because it's like, this person got real about starting something for the first time. And this right here is going to be vlog number 2 of us starting our company. Our unfair advantage against the people who've made it is the fact that we're recording it like from day one. Like at some point, Piper Creative is going to be a 100-person company. And they're like a new employee is going to be able to see the library of like Hannah and Aaron were just, coming into people's rooms and like doing the hustle and making it happen.
It's it works every time.
Yeah.
Like that works every fucking, like, yo, I don't know if you're a big Wiz Khalifa fans. I don't know. He came out like when I was in college.
Prince of the City too.
Oh my god, yeah, of course. Yo, he's been coming up with those day-to-day videos. I don't know if you've ever seen his day-to-day, it like documents. You know, just like I've been watching those since 2008, maybe, and it's like 10 years later, and it's like it sucked. It was like from a phone, starting off with day-to-day, and then when he got signed, like the quality got better. And then like now he's a fucking millionaire. And he's still doing them. Like it's just I go back sometimes in like the first video to now, and it's just like, but exactly like, I was so invested.
Yeah,
like, I have a stake in his career almost.
And it's unassailable. Like what would someone have to do to come in now and like replace where he is in your personal context? Like, it's almost impossible, right? That is what we're gonna try to sell to different brands of like. This is how you create an actual relationship with your customers, your clients, and even crazier, your employees. Yeah. Like a lot of CEOs of a 1,000-person company can't speak to every employee, but they could storytell and create content around that.
This is I'm telling you, like you got it. Like I couldn't even articulate the way you were. Like that. Like when I first started, it was like, yo, like. I'm not even ill right now. Like I'm not even good. Like, but like I was like, people are going to see me get better. Like it's going to be documented. They're going to see like, yo, Chance was ass last year. Now I fucking love this page. You know, so just showing people like that vulnerability and just like letting them grow with you, man.
And the story of the come up too. Like we don't have access to that for like the icons now. Like we don't actually see Jay-Z when he was like on like his first mixtape dropping. You can hear it, but you can't like see him out there hustling, selling.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, you guys. It's a wrap, man.
In the way.
Yeah. No,
It's recording?
it's recording.
Cool. So we just did the interview with Chance, and then we came here and shot some dope headshots for our website, pipercreative.co. That was the second time you've ever seen me conduct an interview. What were your thoughts?
You are really natural. I mean, I guess natural's the right word, but you've obviously been doing it for a long time. But you made him feel really comfortable. And I had a good time. Chance was one of the people that I really looked up to in high school just because I saw him doing his thing as a photographer. So it was cool just being there, listening to his answers to your really good questions. So yeah, it's cool.
So now that we're done stoking each other's egos, we're gonna maybe do a callback, or that was the first time we got on camera that someone said we're gonna make it, or we're gonna be huge, right? So that was also cool because I mean he's a creative, so he can hopefully have a sense for that.
Yeah, I know, and he got it right away, which was really cool to see.
Like we're still in the early stages. We are yet to have a client or anything. And we're doing a bunch of the like blocking and tackling. Like we're gonna go home and we're not gonna chill. We're not gonna like watch TV. We're both gonna try to like build the site. We're teaching ourselves WordPress. We're putting the social accounts together, editing video. Like what other stuff do we have to work on?
Oh my gosh. Well, editing video for me, it's just getting that process down faster and learning how to deal with audio better. It's honestly just trying to automate the process as much as we can at this point and make it easy for, moving forward.
Lots to do, but that's what weekends are for.
Yes. 24-hour hustle.